Here I'm walking myself through on how to clone a GitHub repository. For this class, they set up the Git repository for us. However, we have to access it by clicking on their invitation link. So first I navigate to the course homepage, and we're going to go to assignments. We're working on homework 2, so I click that. And here is the accessing the repo link. You click this, and what this will do is create the repository. So now it says ready to go, and here is the custom repository for my assignment, homework 2, Zachary, Johnigan, Academia. That's my username on GitHub. I'm gonna click that, and this takes me to the GitHub repository page. This is the repository of where I will put all of my code and files for the assignment. This is the repository here, as well as in the URL section here, but I'm going to access it through here. But first, I need to go to our Workbench, which I'm going to access through a different web browser. So just navigating to our Workbench. And what I'm going to do is just go to the home page and start a new session. So everything is fresh and new. What I'll first do is go to File and start a new project. And we're going to select version control and Git, because we're going to be cloning a repository. So now it's asking for the repository URL. Let me navigate back to Google Chrome. And if you click code, you can select which type of URL. For this class, we want SSH. And so you can copy the URL to clipboard. Going back to our Workbench, put the URL right in there, pasting it. And for the project directory name, I'm going to name it at the end of this URL, homework 2, Zachary, Johnigan, Academia. Copy, paste, and for some reason it automatically does that. One last thing, for me, I organize my files a certain way, so I don't want it to be where they want it. I want it in a folder that I created, UChicago student. This is the name of the class, Computing for Social Sciences. I store all my assignments in here. Here was the folder that I created for assignment 1. I created a new assignment for assignment 2, or a new folder for assignment 2. And this is where I want to store everything. Last, I want it to open in a new session once I create the project. Now everything is set up, I'm going to create the project. And here everything is. You'll notice now in the upper right hand corner, I have a Git tab. So these are all the files from for the project that will go into the repository. And whenever I make a change to these files, it will show up on the Git tab. So let's just open the first one. For example, this is what we're going to be working on, massshootings.rmd. That's all the stuff there. So for example, let me make a change to it. And save, Command S. You'll see since I made a change to the document, it popped up here. And I created a tutorial on how to push to GitHub. So I'm not going to demonstrate that, but that's just how you clone a GitHub repository. So now everything's set up so you can push to GitHub.